Hey, we are live on Facebook right now. I'm Karen Larson with Two Works for You, and I'm so happy to have Cliff Castile with me right now. He's the father of Maye Thomas, who is in the battle rounds tonight.
Oh, I tell you, I'm just, you're just like, come on, let's hurry up and do this. It is nerve-wracking.
So tell me a little bit about, it's always fun to find out, how did your daughter start singing?
She started at just an early age. I'd worked at multiple radio stations in different formats. She found something in every format that I worked in that she loved and embraced in one form or another. And then it went all the way to the point she got a guitar, taught herself to play. You'd walk by her room in the middle of the night or late in the evening and you'd hear her hitting missed chords and bending strings and starting over, just over and over and over. But she learned to play, and soon it moved to the keyboard, and she worked her vocals and kept working with that, and then moved on to jazz in high school. At one point formed an all-girl band to compete in the Broken Arrow high school talent shows.
Oh, wow.
Which I would go and I would be like, I can't believe my daughter just did that,
She can sing.
But she did, and obviously from there has evolved, and knowing who she is as an artist, and is wanting to get that out there.
And here we are today. Okay, so Donna Lynn Miller-Jones says, can't wait for Maye's battle. Neither
I
can
can't
we.
either. Donna, thank you.
We are so excited about that. So tell us a little bit about how the road to get to The Voice, because what does it take to get there?
Well, she tried a couple of times before and didn't make it through. And so this time she went and did it without telling anyone and went further than, we were like the last to know. And she had made it, and the process went from there to meetings, and next thing you know, she is a contestant on The Voice.
So spending time in LA, and
it's been a good ride for her. I heard there were 40,000 auditions. So to be one of the people to get a blind audition out of 40,000, the numbers they're unbelievably huge numbers to make it all the way to the blind auditions. And so when she had 2 chairs turned for her, I was extremely happy about that.
That's awesome. Now tell us about Maye's Oklahoma roots, because
I'm from Oklahoma, and her mom's from Oklahoma, and so this is where she grew up, right here in Tulsa, Broken Arrow.
Broken Arrow, and your family now in Muskogee.
I have family in Muskogee, and a shout out to Stillwell. That's where my family originated from in this part of the country, and so yeah, we're Oklahoma true. I mean, this is where we've always been. So.
Yeah. Now, by the way, Maye grew up listening to radio because Dad is a radio DJ with
Okie Country 101.7. Shout out to all the listeners. I know I was talking about you being here with you tonight on the morning show this morning. So thanks everybody for the support they're giving Maye, no matter where they are.
Absolutely. Let me see if we got some more questions. Oh, my phone's freezing up. Here we go. Swipe left. Okay, here we go. Shelby Johnson says she's so good. I love her voice. And Kathy Warburton says, I am here.
That's awesome.
Nancy Everett says, cool. Scott Sagely says, so proud of her. Okay, here's the final choice on this last one. We don't want to interrupt your show, so we're going to watch it with you, right?
That's right.
I thought he'd pick Ethan. For some reason, I just thought he'd pick Ethan.
That's a relief right there, you could tell.
You can imagine, yes. Okay, so speaking of this, while the show's going on, what was it like to be there with her while she was doing that blind audition? Watching her step up on that stage?
It was unbelievable, because you've seen your daughter love music and dedicate herself to it, teaching herself to play. And the moment though, and being dad, you're always trying to protect your children. Well, the moment they walk out for a blind audition, there is absolutely nothing you can do. And you think for a moment, what am I going to do if a chair doesn't turn for her? Well, how is she going to be? Right. And so when Adam turned that chair around, he's lucky I didn't run out and give him a hug, man, because I'm telling you, thank you. And then Miley about that time turned, and then I felt a lot better. I kind of knew she would get chairs turned because I believe in her so much and she has the talent. But there's always that question as a dad that goes, you're not prepared for this. this is this is real, and this could be, you know, potentially really a hard thing for her to pick herself back up from. But she is a very tough, strong lady, and there she is.
Oh,
She won. They didn't show the performance. Must be for time reasons.
yeah. Oh, but she won the
She
battle
won the battle
round.
rounds. Absolutely.
Oh my gosh, you
I
must be
know.
so excited.
I am excited. It's got to be big for her because the pressure only gets tougher each and every round that
Yes.
it goes by. So very much a relief. I know a lot of folks out there are ready for her to win the battle round. So thanks to all that have been supportive of Maye Thomas, and she gets to move on, and that is a relief.
That is so exciting.
It is
It really is. So when all those chairs turned around and she made her choice, did you know who she was going to pick?
I really figured that if Miley turned, she would probably pick Miley, but I didn't know what she would do if Blake turned, because she thinks a lot of Blake Shelton as well, and especially with the Oklahoma connection. So I kind of thought she would go with Miley. She's felt a connection with Miley, I believe, all along. So
Right. So can you share anything about what she's been learning from Miley up to this point?
she tells me nothing. I'm
What?
a parent. I'm a dad. I know nothing other than
you're
she's
supposed to get the
very
inside
excited.
story.
I know. She's very, very excited, and she loves being Team Miley. So
Oh, that is wonderful.
It is.
Now, she grew up listening to country with Dad working in country.
and classic rock, because
And-
that's what I listen to, and my
Right.
dad listened to the older country. So really, I've had a love from everything from Johnny Cash through rock and roll of the 70s and 80s to country. I began being a country radio in the 90s, and so really we have a very broad mix of music that we love and appreciate in my house.
That's great. And
You should hear her sing. She could sing a country song. She could sing Stairway to Heaven. She could sing pop music, and because she has a love for all of the music. But her
Yeah.
favorite is pop. So that's where she is.
That's awesome.
I
So
expect to see great things from her.
now she has been up until now working as a waitress.
Yes,
I understand, in
worked in
Nashville,
Nashville.
fighting her way.
That's it. Her and her husband are both very talented singers and songwriters.
That's great.
And they moved from Tulsa to Nashville about 3 years ago to pursue their dream. And
There they are.
you know, being a dad, I'm like, oh, please let everything work out great, because when they move away from you. But there's no stopping them. They are both very talented, and they're both very determined to do what they want to do.
That's
so
wonderful.
I just try to be a supportive dad. That's all I can do.
That's great. Well, for those of you who are joining us on Facebook right now, I just want to share some of the comments from you that you're making on our KJRH page right now. Scott Sagely says, so proud of her. She will do great, and we'll be praying for her. Shelby Johnson
Thanks,
says,
Scott. Thanks, Shelby.
Shelby says, Okie Country rules. There we go.
Thank you.
And Carissa Caroline Holdridge, I don't know if this name sounds familiar. She goes, LOL, I don't know. I remember elementary being friends. She will always be Amanda Castile.
That's right. May is her middle name, and she goes by that. But many people in the Tulsa area will remember her as Amanda.
Right. And then Tracy Upton Barker said they didn't show her battle, but showed that she did win. So we're
Yes.
definitely glad for that. I'm liking all of these
I
comments
just
here.
wanted you to see that performance, though. She is fantastic. So,
I wish we could see it too.
know.
Well, if any of you out there have some questions that you would like me to ask here, I'll be happy to ask for you if you have anything that you want me to share.
Very
Just
thankful for everyone's support. And May is from Oklahoma. She has a tremendous love for Oklahoma, and loves her roots, loves the people here. And I know I've talked to her in depth. I talked to her right before I came here, and she wanted me to make sure that I told everybody, thank you, thank you, thank you. And she loves you so much, and couldn't do this without you. So thank you.
Well, and I will tell you, she's great on Twitter about responding. Like I was watching during the blind auditions from home on my dinner break, and I was snapping pictures of her on my phone and my kitchen TV, and I tweeted it out, and by the very next day, she had tweeted back, thanks, So
That's good.
yeah, she's
loves
really
social
responsive,
media, so.
and we really wish her well.
She has Maye Thomas. Find her on Facebook, and she's equally responsive there. So
Great. Okay. Let's see. Monica Tijerina says, awesome. So proud to see one of our own. Yes.
Monica.
Monica, we agree. We're so proud.
Absolutely.
You know, it seems like we've had so many times with The Voice where we've had Oklahoma singers really do well.
Oh, Swan Brothers from Muskogee.
There you go.
Got to give them a shout out too. Colton and Zach they're just great guys, and I love seeing them out on the Storyteller Tour with Carrie Underwood. They went out on the first leg of it. Now they're out on the second, and
Yeah.
I just love those boys. So
Oh, so
good to
do
see
I.
them doing so well.
I was very fortunate because 2 years ago when they made their debut at the Grand Ole Opry, got to see them. I stood in the wings.
So what was that
while
like for you?
Oh my gosh.
I mean, it's the Grand Ole Opry.
It's the
so-
Grand Ole Opry, and we got there early enough in the day that they actually let me walk out on stage and like take a little selfie.
you
And
serious?
it was magical. I mean, it really was. It was like it was just on those hallowed
I
grounds
know
of
there's
the
so much-
Opry.
The circle that they took out of the
circle.
original is there, and it goes back, it spawns decades and decades of country legends and icons. It truly feels that way when you step on that or get near it or just in the room with it. It's amazing.
I felt very honored to just snap a picture of them and think this is the moment two stars are born right there.
Oh, yeah,
and
I
they
know.
achieved the pinnacle for country singers. That's the place to be, no
It
doubt
really
about it.
is. We love the Swan Brothers and wish them continued success, obviously.
And their family, of course, wonderful family.
Tammy and Kelly,
Tammy
great
and Kelly, they're
parents,
so
great
good.
people.
Yeah.
Can't beat those
Very
people.
kind. We wish them well. And we wish May well. Now, we're
we
going
do.
to drag him back in as we keep following Maye Thomas through The Voice.
This will be exciting, and again, I can't tell you enough how much she appreciates every single person that is, supportive of her. And it's got to be pretty nerve-wracking getting up there doing what she does, but she does not seem to let it bother her a bit. She seems to love it so much. I'd be terrified.
I would
If I
be too.
had to sing, I would be.
I sing in the car. That's pretty much it. Okay, so if you could describe her dream here at The Voice and beyond, what's her dream?
I think that her dream would be knowing her would just to be able to do music the way that she wants to do it, whether that audience is one or whether that audience is a million.
Right.
I really believe that. She loves music that much. You can go on YouTube and see many of the favorite videos will probably never be the ones of her performing on a big stage somewhere. Rather, it would be some of those where she's just laying on the floor singing intimately into the camera on YouTube. Those are my favorite, because to me that's where she's the most real, and that's where I can honestly see just a tremendous love for music come out of her.
Yeah.
You'll
Now,
check it out, Karen. You'll love it.
I will. Now, as we see these pictures of her, I mean, she is
She looks
so
just-
striking.
She looks just like me, doesn't she?
Well, absolutely. She's got dad's
No,
look. There
she
you go.
does not.
But those gorgeous blue eyes. She's got such great style. And I see an elegant woman like this, and as another woman, I think, is she nice? Is she a good person? How would you describe
She
her?
is nice and sweet and caring. I mean, you could say all of these things because it almost sounds too good to be true, but I promise you with Maye Thomas, it's not too good to be true. She really is those things.
I'm so glad to hear that. That's wonderful. Good job, Dad.
Thank
And
you.
Mom, of course, too,
Yes,
who lives here in
absolutely.
Tulsa. Very proud of Mom as well.
Yes, Erin.
And let's see, Brandon Lane says, happy for your family.
Thank you.
And Hayden and Todd Ishmael.
I know them well.
You do? Okay. Well, they say, awesome. I remember seeing and hearing her sing at Guts Church. Such a great voice. Cliff, you look like a proud dad. Go
Just a
Okie
little
Country.
bit. Thank you very much.
There you go. And then an awesome from Karen Sullivan. So
Thank you guys so much for her supporting my daughter, and she is very proud to be from here. And so knowing how proud she is, it just feels so good to me as a dad to know that she's loved beyond just the family and circle of friends, but people like BOK and Tulsa Drillers and other organizations have stepped up on social media to congratulate her. And I think when you're going through a process like this, and maybe you're, right now she's back in Nashville, it's good to know that your hometown's got your back, and I know she feels that. So
yes. Okay,
thank you.
Can we get you to come back as we watch again?
Sure, be happy to.
That'd be great. All right, Cliff, thank you so much. Congratulations
Thank
to
you,
you and your
Karen.
family, and we wish your beautiful daughter well
Thank
on
you.
The Voice.
I appreciate it so much. Thank
and
you.
thanks all of you for joining us live on Facebook.
Absolutely. Thank you.